Hello everyone, this is Dansparce and we are back in The Sims 4. Um, I am just loving this game. It is a lot of fun. Um, it exceeds all of my expectations, which admittedly were fairly low because of all the complaining and criticism of things in the past when information was coming out on the game. But actually, after playing it for a while, I have really enjoyed it. There are a few little things that I am a little annoyed with, and I'll go over them as part of this video. But first, what I wanted to do was I wanted to show what I have done to the house that I moved myself into during the sort of intro videos when we were doing the tutorials. Now, I changed a little bit of the layouts, added a second story, as you can see, made the house, slightly more modern, but still kind of retro in a way. And I really enjoy it. But I guess first what I should address is this guy. Now, if you all remember, was it last video or a few videos ago, I really fell in love with the no matter what, I'm still your baby gnome. But, as you can see, if I use the eyedrop tool, this is the default size of the gnome, and this is the gnome that I put in my yard. And for those of you who don't know, they're calling it a glitch or a cheat, but I'm thinking it's just a normal sort of command thing that's built into the game, because you don't have to enter it into the console or anything. So I think it's supposed to be there, and I really hope they don't get rid of it, because it's a great thing. And basically what you do is you click on an item, right? And while this item's collected, you hold shift and then the closed bracket. So, and what I mean by that is the bracket that is opened, that is opened to the left, right? So you have the, yeah. And you basically press that a few times, and then it grows. And that's pretty much all. And you can do that with pretty much every single item. You can do that with windows, you can do that with doors, you can do it with everything, but I'll go over some glitchiness with those in a second. So you do that, and then if you want to shrink it back down to its normal size, you click the open bracket, and it will go down to its normal size. Now, sadly, there doesn't seem to be any way to make things smaller than their default. You can make them bigger, and then you can shrink them back to the default, but you cannot make it smaller than the default, which I'm kind of sad about, because especially for a lot of the little clutter and miscellaneous items here, I would love to be able to make, for instance, the where are they? The perfume. I would love to make those smaller, because these are really big, and when you try to put them, you can't really with the clutter and stuff, you can't really sort of stack them all up amongst each other, and so it creates just a little bit of issues and things. And also for the potted plants, I wish I could make this one a little smaller, maybe this one a little smaller, so I could fit more on surfaces, but oh well. Anyway, as you can see, it also, the enlarging thing also works on plants, which I think is a great thing, because it'll be great to mix and match different sizes of things, and you could even take the elephant topiary and increase its size to something really huge and ridiculous if you wanted to. It's cool. Now, as I said, you can do it with windows and doors, but there seems to be a glitch regarding windows and doors, and I will show you right now with just this window. So hold the window, shift. It's bigger, but as you can see, it doesn't. You can't really line it up on the wall properly. The space where the window would go is like an empty spot, and then the window like hovers above it. So that's something they probably should fix if they're gonna keep the scaling option, because it would be neat to be able to have to increase the size of windows. Like for instance, like I would love to have, where's a kind of small window, like something like this one, right? And then make it like much bigger and put it on the wall somewhere. And I think that would look cool, but I can't because it will only go above. And yeah, there's some little problems with that. But other than that, you know, there's some other examples that I have of the enlarging thing actually in the house. Like for example, over here, I enlarged this little pig statue. Enlarged this potted plant. I believe I enlarged that potted plant. Yeah, I did. I enlarged that. I know there are some paintings in here that I enlarged. This one is one of them. These keys are another one. This is another one. It works really well with paintings. And as long as you don't scale them ridiculously too large, the artwork stays pretty nice. So yeah, and since we're looking in the house, I might as well go over what I changed in the house. And so yeah, let's just switch to live mode to get rid of some of that music. So as usual, the wall cutaway thing kind of doesn't work all that well, especially for internal rooms, which is kind of sad. I kind of wish there would be a way for them to, for the game to know which room you're kind of focusing on. So like for instance, I'm focusing on this sort of hallway thing here, and I really wish this wall would be up since I am in the wall cutaway view, but whatever. So I guess first things first is I made this little entrance area in here, sort of a kind of modernish style, you know, with some mirrors and then like a plant and a statue, and there should be, yeah, there's a chandelier there, and then it flows right open into this other open area with a coat rack and some paintings and all that good stuff. And then it flows into here, which has the dining room, which I think looks really cool. I like how I did it. And then we come in here to the kitchen. Now, something that everyone should be aware of when you are making your kitchens and stuff with regards to the clutter. The food from the fridge, when they're prepping it, can be put on a half slab of a counter. However, to actually make the food, they need the full counter. And this is something that took me a little while to fully understand, because I used to have this sort of spice rack thing like right here, and I wasn't understanding why my sim was taking food out, being able to place it on half of the counter, but then would stop completely from cooking it. And I think I have a photo of it somewhere. Where is the gallery? How do you get to the gallery? Oops. Is this it? No, this isn't what I wanted. I want to get to... Oh, how do you get to it? That's the camera, notification wall. Yeah, how do you get to your memories? I don't know. No. This is weird. How do you get to your... Let's take a screenshot. Lot info, save to my library, move house. I'm very confused. I know there's a place where you can... Is there really like... Am I just not seeing it right now? Yeah, this is weird. Let's just quickly take a screenshot. And then your screenshot is viewed in the memory timeline, which is found within the camera controls. Okay. But where is it? Camera controls? Oh, maybe I have to be... Oh, I have to be in the live mode. Duh. Okay. Here. So I wish I could make it bigger. Oh well. But as you can see, my sim here put the little prep food down, and he is complaining that he can't get to the stove, and this took me forever to figure out. As you can see, I moved stuff. I deleted the rug for a little while, because I was thinking, like, what is going on? There's something really just annoying happening. And speaking of which, I should really move this stuff back, because I moved it when I thought these things are possibly being the culprits, but they're really not, so... there we go. Put that stuff back. Alright. So that's the kitchen. Always great fun to make kitchens. I like making kitchens. Oh, and I added like a little seating area. Now, here's a little thing that I've noticed there's been seeming to be a problem with, another problem, is the maids don't seem to show up every day. Now, I hired a maid, and I think I've been living in my house for a few days now, and the maid has never showed up. My sim ends up having to clean stuff up because they end up getting rotten and all that, which is not good. So I don't know what the deal with that is. Now, this is the living room area, and again, sort of doing like that blend of modern with more old sort of style, which is something that I apparently really like because I did it throughout the entire house pretty much. Now here's something that I found that is actually really cool, if for just a little style thing, is you can put shelving units, especially this block one, you can put these shelving units fairly low onto the floor. Maybe not exactly on the floor for a lot of them, but you can get them fairly close to the floor. Especially like if you use the Alt tool to move stuff up and down. And so what you can do is you can sort of get like you can just do sort of cool little really low surfaces, and then you can put stuff on them like I did here. And this really worked because I liked this sort of window thing that I was doing over here. But and here's another glitch, is the lighting. For some reason the lighting doesn't seem to work right here. But anyway, so because the windows were there, I couldn't really put any, like, let me see if I can show you. Like, you can't put, well, you can, but it would be blocking the window, and I didn't really want to block this sort of window thing. So by putting this here, I could, like, clear the window and have a little space for some stuff, which I thought was kind of neat. The little bathroom, I kept it the same size, just sort of changed the design a bit. Another little hallway through here, and then this is like a sort of like a study reading nook area. Just a very simple place where I could put a bookshelf. Then we go upstairs, and this is my bedroom. Very different style than the rest of the house. I basically put just a bunch of random stuff in here that's sort of collected in my household inventory. As you can see, I have a lot of junk in my household inventory, which, you know, I'm not sure if I really like everything automatically just default deleting into your inventory like this. Like, I kind of wish it just would go away, because I don't really know if I'm going to use a lot of this stuff in here, but I guess it's nice to have them in case, like, you need money for something and you can sell them in an emergency or whatever. So yeah, that's pretty much the house, and then there's a bathroom over here. So that's pretty much the house. Oh, and there's like a little porch area. Couldn't really fit anything back here, but I liked just having this little outdoor area. That was pretty much it. Now, I did want to go over some things that I kind of am not really liking. And watch when I do it on on the recording, it will end up doing it. But, okay, it doesn't seem to be doing it. Alright, cool. Okay, so let me just go over the... where should I start? Alright, let's just start with this then. Okay, so you see all these grids that are left over? They haven't gone away, and they're left over from some really annoying difficulties I have to do to make with regards to both the roofs and some tiling issues. So one of the issues I have found in this game is, you know, that extra grid line that shows up on the outside of a house? And in older sim games, as long as there was a grid present, that meant you could put like flooring there, right? Well, it doesn't seem to work. You can't seem to put flooring on these grids. And this is a problem because flooring on these sort of grids, like I did here, is really the only way to make a flat roof, because there are no flat roofs. Now, I think you can get a fairly close approximation of a flat roof. Like, for instance, let's just go up a level and... where should we put it? Let's also switch to daytime to make it easier to see. Alright, so let's delete this roof, right? And then let's put down like this, right? So we stretch it out, and we stretch it out, and I think you can get fairly close to a flat roof. You know, like you can do it that way, but that is really, I don't know, like I don't like it, and it's not perfectly flat either. And, you know, for some buildings, you want just a flat roof, right? Like, I'm not crazy, like, you know, sometimes you just want a flat roof. And you can't do it. You can't make a flat roof, which is really annoying. So you would have to, if you wanted to make flat roofs, like for instance in Sims 1, before they introduced flat roofs in one of the expansions, you would just have to, you know, put a floor down. But you can't do that because you can't put floors on these empty grid spaces anymore, which is a really annoying thing. And the only workaround that I can find to solve this really annoying problem is to do the following. Go into the wall thing and you make a room. Alright, so you made your room, and then you delete the walls, and there's your floor now. And that's what you have to do. And it is really annoying and dumb and needs to be fixed. There needs to be flat roofs, and you also need to be able to put, you know, like if you wanted to make a deck, you'd have to make the deck a room first. Like an overhanging deck. Like even putting pillars down, which used to help, right? Like that used to extend the sort of that grid out. No, can't do it. Can't do it. It's not letting you. The pillars don't extend the grid. The pillars, they really don't add any architectural significance at all anymore. And it's annoying. So that needs to be fixed. I don't know why they changed it. I don't even know why then they bother to have the grid if you can't even put floors there. Because the grid was always my indication that you could put a floor there, and then you could put an item there. But whatever. So that's how you do. In case you were wondering how you would be able to get, like, you know, decks and overhangs and those sorts of things, you have to make the room and then delete the walls. And oh, and then that causes another problem, because sometimes if you're not careful, the room that you make will end up having a ceiling that is some sort of tile, which is really dumb. I've had that happen a few times, and I think that's a glitch, but then you'll end up with like a floating tile section that you have to delete, so it's kind of annoying. And something else that kind of bugs me is, this is kind of going to be the bitching episode, I guess. The the rotate controls, and they seem to be working fine now. But okay, the problem is like if you're in the house, right, and you want to do the rotating. I don't know. They're just it's especially like I don't know. It's doing it okay now. Of course, it's doing it okay when I'm doing it. But I've had problems where like it doesn't really want to work. Like I'll be rotating and it'll like pick up an item by accident or oh, what is this? What is that? Let's go do that later. Okay. Well anyway, so like the rotating thing, it works for me anyway. It works best if like you do it like in little short bursts, right? But I've had some glitchy things happen, and again, it's not doing it when I'm recording. Of course, it's not doing it when I'm recording. But like it'll sometimes instead of rotating, it'll end up panning, or it'll like pick up an item or something. It'll just do weird stuff like that, which is not necessarily stuff I want it to do. And the same with pitching. Just anything involving the middle mouse button has kind of been a little bit of a weird, glitchy experience. I think that's pretty much it for my bitching. So let's go like dig up that thing. Oh, something else is I got my sim a job. I think I did that in the video before. And I actually got him to promotion. And something I noticed with this game is the Sims seem to lose their stuff way faster than I remember them doing it. And I'm not sure if I enjoy it or not. So let's go dig that. Wake up. I want to see what that is. Come on. Go dig the thing. Why am I not following you? There we go. What? I cannot go over there? What the hell? Okay, that is annoying. That is annoying. Okay. I just discovered something else that's really annoying is, you know, I assume, is it just like right out of the boundary of the neighborhood? Is that why? Okay, that is stupid. If you're gonna, what am I doing? Oh, I'm playing a game on my phone. Okay. Okay, that's really annoying. That is very annoying, and that needs to be fixed also. Like, I understand them not wanting to have the entire town, like you just being able to walk from one place to another, but at least allow us to pan the camera so we can see sections that are all the way at the end of the world, you know? Whatever. So what did I pick up? A mysterious time capsule? Alright, Sim, come back over here. I want you to open it. I want to see what that is. Okay.
Boom is Pazoi.
Open it up. Dan found a My Sims trophy. 1 poppy. What? What is this? What the... Oh, it's from My Sims, the Wii game or whatever. That is creepy. That is, oh my god, I can't pick it up. Ugh. Put in inventory. Go here. Thank you. Can I just like pick it? There we go. Okay. Pause. Let's take a look at this creepy thing. Up, up. Oh wait. I need to do it there. Up, up. That is frightening. What can you do? Emotional aura. I don't know what that is. It's weird. Alright. Fix your bladder problem. Pee like a champion. Okay. So yeah, there are a few things with the game that are causing some problems. What? Um, all in all though, it's a fun game. There are a few little problems, but hopefully they'll be able to get ironed out later. Um, and I know a lot of people still really don't like the whole thing with the toddlers or the pools, and that stuff obviously is going to be added later, um, most likely anyway, it's going to be added later. But there are smaller things that I think are more pressing and more important, like fixing roofs and the grid system and stuff for floors. At least that's what's important to me, because that really affects building. Oh, and the enlarging tool. I would really like the enlarging tool to be a little bit better. Am I not going to work today? 21 minutes, and I'm starving, so I'm probably not gonna... Can I have a snack? No, probably not. Gonna have to go to work too soon. There's no reason to grab cereal just yet. I have to go to work in 10 minutes. Yeah. It's not gonna do us any good. Something else I noticed that's kind of... Oh, hello, Mr. Maid. There you are. Wait, is this my maid? Yeah, that's my maid. Okay. You finally show up. As I said, he, hasn't been around for, days. Anyway. I think I'm done with this video for now. I just wanted to give, show what I did to the house and give my thoughts and opinions on some stuff. That's it, really. I still really, really love this game, though. And I think, even with all the problems, it's still a great game, and I think all Sim fans should give it a chance. I don't think, you should boycott it completely, especially after they patch it a bit. I think, I have high hopes for it, and I think a lot of people's fears about the game were a little... I think a lot of people were overreacting a bit. So anyway, I think that's the end of this video. I'm kind of rambling and running out of things to say. So until next time, like, comment, subscribe. Leave me comments and questions and likes and subscribes and all that good stuff, and follow me on Facebook, Twitter, or Tumblr. And until next time, bye!